Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from jazzledazzlecraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I work in Scotland. This video is actually exclusively for the ladies who bought my April kit. Laura messaged me this morning and pointed out what I hadn't noticed is that in the video where I make this gift and then this card, there's a big jump in the video and you miss the start of making this card. So I'm just going to do a wee film right now to show you the full making of this card. I've even got my big shot here, which I don't usually like having under the camera, but since I've bought my new stand it's probably a wee bit easier. So you have all seen the photos of the base card and some of the making up of this. Can I just qualify this before we start? I really didn't have much window sheet left and this one is a bit grotty, but it'll show you the process of making the card. So it was this die from the Borders die that I used, and I'm just going to oh, I've got a foam pad there. I've no idea where that came from. So if you look at the die, you'll see that this bit, the two end bits, are where the actual cut would cut it away from your card. So if I put that on that way, it'll cut that bit away and all this will come away. But what I'm trying to do here is have this left behind, the pattern left behind on the border. So what I'm doing, I'm opening this out obviously to put through the big shot, and so what I want is this. If you look at it closely, you'll see there is a separate line going completely all the way down the edge there. So what I want is a little bit of a border there for doing my gluing, and these bits have to come off the end of the card so that they completely take it away. And then I did get some washi tape out. Yeah, here we go. So I hope you're all enjoying the kit. Please do let me know, you know, how you're getting on with it, because the only way I can know to improve is for you to tell me if there's anything. I like to hear the good things, but you know, sometimes it's good to let me know if there's something wasn't so good for you. Also, you know, the fact that there are no written instructions this time, that I've just done it all by video, let me know your opinions on that. I find writing the instructions, I don't sometimes think that I probably cause more confusion when I write them down. I'm so used to teaching face to face, but I am prepared to write them if everybody would prefer that. You can have them written as well. And I am from now on the videos that are bought with the kit are exclusive. No one else gets access to them except people who bought the kit. Maybe in the future I'll sell the videos themselves, access to the videos separately, but at the moment it's with the kit. But certainly these videos won't be going public for anyone else to see. So the first cut I'm going to make is this one that I've put facing the fold of the card with the cutting line down here. Okay, so I'm going to move everything out of the way and bring in my big shot. So I've got everybody's cutting machines are different. This is as old as the hills. I don't even know how much of it you're going to see here. I'm standing up to look in the camera. Well, in the phone, which is above me. It's not easy for me to see what's happening. Right, so this is going to go through my sandwiches this way. I mean, everybody's cutting machine's different. However, I do have to tell you there is a new one coming from Stampin' Up later this year. You're going to see it in the new catalogue, but because of coronavirus, it's going to be a wee bit delayed in coming. But the good thing is we've got a new machine that's about this size, but we've also got a little mini one coming, which will be great fun. So if you've already got this sort of size of cut and emboss machine, then you probably don't need another one, but the wee mini one will be fantastic for on your desk for doing smaller things. So watch this space. So I'll move the machine out. I know I'm going to make another cut, but I'm just going to move it so that I can show you just step by step what we're doing here. So when I take this off carefully, I mean, although it's washi tape and it is quite low tack, still be very careful because you don't want to rip your card. So having taken that off, there you go, you have that. But now I'm not sure where my box with my foam pads is. Ooh. I do have a foam pad here, and let me move that phone out of the way. And my brush, I've got the new brush that can go on the end of the Take Your Pick tool, which is a great gadget. So if you can order that from me if you want. So just put it on the foam, brush over, and nearly all the bits are out. It's quite useful to put that foam in a tray or a stamp box, or do it upside down as well. Sometimes you get all of them out on a few brush ends, and sometimes you still have to poke a wee bit. I've got a pokey tool here. Oh, there's a wee bit got stuck there. That happens sometimes, and you could, I should have checked it before I took the die away, and I could have put it through one more time. Not doing a good job. Every time when I go on a video, these sort of things all start happening. That's not happened before. Look, that's torn, and that's just because I'm filming. I would start again if this was a card going out to somebody, but just get all your bits out. Just double check before you take your die, untape your die from your card, that it has cut properly. I rarely have problems with this machine, but every time I film. But anyway, you get the gist of what we're doing here. Is we've made that cut there on the card, and that's your main card piece there. Now the piece that you cut off, that came off, that's still got the die attached to it, take the die off completely. And I'm just going to make sure all these bits are off. Although it will cut a few things. Just taking the big ones off. The little wee ones will still cut through. So now what I want to do is get this piece for the other end of the card that's going on the other end of the window sheet. So again, remembering where the cutting line is, I now want my border here. You need to make sure you've got enough space for glue to be hidden. So, and again, I'm just using my eyesight to sort of kind of see that the gap down here is much the same, and that wee line's coming off both ends. There is no way I could describe this in words, and that's why I filmed it. I'm just going to pop this through the big shot. I'm not necessarily going to pull it back in, but I've lost one of the... What's underneath? I couldn't see where the plate for the top was underneath. I'm going to run this through a couple of times so that hopefully I'm running it. Because it's held with the tape, it won't jump. And I don't have a magnetic base. I I'm just going to put it forward and back. I feel like I've had this big shot for 100 years. There's certainly no shame to it. So there we go. Hopefully you can see that. Because I've run it through a couple of times, it's going to come off fairly easily. Half the bits are out of it already. Sometimes that is the secret, just to make sure something is cut properly. Right, put this in the bin. Just feel I've got good hoover, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to take the washi tape off altogether anyway, and just carefully so you don't lift the top layer of your card. So there we go. I'll scoop them all into the bin a wee while, and I'm going to put this on my, I've got a wee magnetic tray now, so I'll pop that in my magnetic tray so I don't lose it. Just a couple of wee bits that need to come out. So that's that bit. And we've got this bit. So do you know what, I'm just going to stick this white bit in the middle because I'll lose it. I don't know where my glue is now. Is this the one that I was using? Maybe see better if I do this actually. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll make it worse. But anyway, I'll give it a chance to dry. So I've cut a white panel to fit in here, and this time I've done it with no border around. And that's your card so far there, and that's where that's going, but we need the window sheet, which is here, which will go like that, and then that on top. So first of all, let's get it attached on this side. So I'm just using wet glue for this. If you've got other glues you prefer. This glue, although sometimes it leaks out the sides in these sort of little fittery pieces, it does dry clear, so it won't be noticed. To try not to use too much, so a few wee dots, just so that it will stick to the window sheet. Whoops. So have you all had time to have a wee look at my new kit? Let me know what you think of it, even if it's not, if you're not able to buy it this time, fair dues, but let me know what you think. Also, I was going to ask you, I am going to start a kind of loyalty program with my kits, so that if you buy 6 kits successively, like, what do you call that, consecutive months, so if you buy a kit for 6 consecutive months, and it doesn't have to be the option B, it can be the option A as well. If you buy 6 months consecutively, then you would be able to choose a reward which would be product of your own choice. I would, I'll say I've not worked it all out yet, so I would set, a financial limit obviously on what you can choose, but it would be, you choose product to the value of after 6 months. Is that something that, so still it wouldn't be a type of subscription where you're tied into it. It just means that if you manage to do it for 6 months consecutively, you would get a further reward. Do you think that would be a good idea? I'm just making sure that's flat. You have to ignore that horrible dirty mark on the window sheet. So that's that one on, and then the same with this one, just to make sure you know what's the back and what's the front. Quite good with this wider border here. I'll get some glue on that, and that will help keep the whole thing. Again, obviously you can take more time when you're doing your own, and just I really appreciate you supporting me with the kits, and the numbers are increasing each month of people that are interested. But if you know anybody else who might be interested, please share the email or the link. If it depends on where you're seeing it, whether you're on my email list or if you're seeing it on Facebook or my blog. And obviously just need to, the reason for using wet glue again is so you can get it lined up, so you just want it nice and straight there. And then I'm going to stick this, I can't decide which way. I had a strip under there on the other card. Could be that one, or it could be that side. I just brought this out because I had this bit. I don't know, I think I'll just glue this, glue this bit. As I say, I'm just showing you the process. You can make your own choices. You got a 1/4 pack of this paper, so you should be able to choose. Just trim off the excess there. And then the stamp, of course, which I haven't got ready, but we'll just quickly do. So where is my ornate thanks stamps? There's ornate style, but not ornate thanks. Where do you think it might be? There's always something that I overlook when I'm preparing to film. There it is. No, that's ornate style. It's looking at me. It's actually right beside ornate style. So this time I think I'll pop So Grateful. You can put, obviously you can put anything, you don't have to use these particular stamps. And terracotta tile ink. Are we still filming? Yep. And I'll just get the gems out while I'm, well. I hope this helps a bit with the process, and I do appreciate Laura letting me know. I hadn't noticed. To be honest, don't have time to check everything. To me, if I'd spent time checking everything, I'd never get anything done. So I'm just popping this here in the middle somewhere. So grateful. And obviously you could use the other, all the wee stamps here with all the wee messages, you know. So grateful for everything, you know, your kindness is so love. So grateful. So here's a card. It's like there's loads in there to use. Obviously I need to wait for the glue to dry before I would send this out. And all I did with the original one was to add some of these gorgeous gilded gems. I used the big, there's 3 sizes, and I've used the larger one on the outside there, just to accent the sentiment. That's, whoops, that's all I did, but there is, you know, there's potential here to be a bit over blingy, and you could add them there. And the centres of the flowers. I'll do the same along the bottom. Just makes the card all a bit special. But it's basically a simple card once you've done the die cutting, if you know what I mean. Not complicated. These tweezers I got on, you know, that corner shop beginning with A, my online shop. The large one that delivers next day quite often for me, so it's handy. And they really are, oops, they're handy for lifting gems, for adding texture to leaves and things like that when you're card making. I find them almost indispensable since I've had them. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video today. Thank you for buying my kit. I'm extremely grateful for your custom. And I look forward to your future purchases, and for eventually when we get back to do some face-to-face classes. Thank you so much. Bye bye.